In this video, we are going to practice mindful breathing. And in doing that, we're going to look at how two things can have an influence on how we feel, both emotionally and physically. So the first thing is the way that we breathe. And the second is what we pay attention to. So we all know that the way we feel can have an influence on the way that we breathe. So when we're feeling panicky, say, our breathing can become quite fast and shallow. That kind of thing. But it's also true that the way that we breathe can have an influence on how we feel. So when we tend to breathe slow and deeply and rhythmically, there's a good chance that can put us in a state of calm. So the second thing that I mentioned is what we're paying attention to. So I would say that it's a core principle in psychology, generally, that the way that we think about things can have an effect on how we feel. But I would say it's also true that the longer we think about those things for, then the stronger the feelings will be. So if we're thinking about something stressful for 5 minutes, then we might be stressed for about 5 minutes, but it'll probably not have a huge impact on us. Whereas if we're thinking about that stressful thing for a couple of hours or an evening or maybe a whole weekend, then those feelings will likely get stronger and stronger and stronger. But if we can influence where our attention goes, then we can have some say in whether those feelings kind of get stronger in that way. So we'll get into the practice. So the first step is to close your eyes, and with your eyes closed, to put one hand on your belly. And with the hand on your belly, see if you can notice what feelings are present in your belly, in that part of your body. And now on your next inhale, I want you to imagine that you have a balloon in your belly. And that as you breathe in, imagine that that balloon is inflating. And then as you breathe out, imagine that that balloon is deflating. And the idea during this exercise is to tune in to what sensations are present in your belly as that balloon inflates on the inhale and then deflates again on the exhale. So you might notice your belly rising as you breathe in and dropping back down again as you breathe out. Or your belly expanding on the in-breath and then contracting on the out-breath. Chances are that as you try to pay attention to your belly in this way, that at some point your attention will wander away. go to thoughts about stuff that has already happened today. Or maybe your attention wanders to your to-do list and some stuff that you have to cross off that. Or maybe it wanders to just random thoughts. And the idea is that wherever it is your attention has wandered off to, you just notice that that's happened, and then gently bring your attention back. So you're once again tuned in to the sensations of the breath moving in your belly. Thinking of imagining that balloon inflating on the inhale and deflating again on the exhale. And if your attention wanders away 5 times, 10 times, 100 times, then every time the intended response is the same. Notice where it is your attention has wandered off to, and when you notice, just gently bring your attention back again. Once again, tuning into becoming aware of whatever sensations are present in your belly in this moment. And so in a second, we're going to start bringing this practice to an end. Before we do, just tuning into feelings throughout the rest of your body as well as the belly. Noticing your legs, feet and toes, your chest, arms, hands, fingers, all the way up to your shoulders, neck, face and head. And thinking about those 2 things I mentioned at the start of this practice, your breath and your attention. So what's your breathing like now? Is it fast or slow, deep or shallow? Does it feel like it has a rhythm or not? And noticing where your attention is also. And lastly, noticing how you feel. Physically, what sensations are coming up throughout your body, and emotionally, how do you feel? Stressed, wound up, calm, somewhere in the middle? Just notice it. And then on your next out breath, just starting to move again, wiggling your fingers, having a bit of a stretch, moving in whatever way you like, and then opening your eyes. And that is a short introduction to mindful breathing.